Hello, hello. Here we go. Another flight, another video. Um, yeah, I hope if anybody watches this video, you find something entertaining. I just purchased a new helicopter, um, the Chinook, and I'm gonna fly it around a little bit uh, outside of VR in 2D, whatever, 3D outside of VR. And then I'm gonna switch into VR and do some photo flight thing, whatever things. Take pictures of oil rigs. So the Boeing Chinook Blackbird simulations. This is the new one, and I have a feeling that the stuff isn't gonna work. Um, if it's even in the cockpit. It said in the marketplace that it had the missions. And in the Xbox, I have this. I bought this helicopter on Xbox also, and yeah, the freaking fighting. Yeah, the missions don't work at all. The tablet doesn't work at all. So let's just get Army Black and head into an airport where its sun is shining. Go to Australia, somewhere that might look somewhat half decent, like Sydney, I guess. Is that Sydney or Melbourne? And yeah, well, go here. Find ourselves a helipad, maybe. Small ramp is somewhat good. Kind of curious to see, just in case, where the fuel box could be. Right there. Okay. So is any of these helipads? Right there is one. There's one. Let's take this one here where the action could possibly be, but I very highly doubt anybody will be here. Yeah, we got live weather. Um, Set as departure and start the flight. I'm gonna log into my YouTube so I can manage. Oh, this isn't right. And I'm running live, so if I get a viewer in here, I'll try to stick around. But if I don't get a viewer in a while, I probably won't stick around. It's hard to say how long I'll stick around, especially once I get into VR. But, yeah. It's nice to have someone to talk to sometimes. So, let's ready to fly it. It's already run. It's kind of a good feeling. whatever. It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. It's not even shit. Ramp power is on. Ramp power steering. So I can't switch it. Point right. Lower cabin, whatever. I got the compass. Co-pilot lighting. This is lighting for anti-collision. Navigation. EAPS. Those doors. Bad. Center console, flood, pilot search, pilot anti-ice, hoist, cargo hook, hydraulics, this is all comms. Number 1, number 2 engines. It's gonna be like autopilot. It doesn't work right. So put the trim. CM, tech, radio stuff. This is all radio stuff. The power, I should say. UHF, it's radio. This is, I'm sure this is not what I'm looking for. These are comms. You can see VHF comms, steering control. More comms, just like the ones that were up above on the left. Okay. Not sure what this thing is. Whoa. Yeah, so I'm not sure what that is. Here we go again with comms. UHF. Like, there's no way that we can open those doors. Air control. All this stuff that's jacked. Yeah. It's like exactly the same as that other one. No flipboard, right? So all fuses. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't work. Can't open the door. Just like I thought, just like I think I predicted, I'm not sure. Next to the tablet isn't going to work. Can't examine with those words. Okay, let's check the tablet. Prepare to not be surprised. Yep, no map. It's actually going to make me take off. No fill, fuel, no check light. No menu, no door, no configuration, no lock dogs, Info is right here. Disclaimer. Well, that's interesting that it says that because none of it works. Unless there's a different button I need to push. Yeah, it affects the rating for me because it's like it's the same helicopter that they're they're flat ass lying, flat out lying. I already flew it, didn't I? Yeah. Fly it around a little bit for the VR. After I drink my coffee. Boom. Whoops. Oh, that's supposed to be. Would have been a better landing if the floor was right. Okay. Oh, there we go. A few more minutes. VR. More minutes and I'll switch to VR. Welcome, welcome. That was quick. Oh, look at the pedals. Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, the fly is pretty good. Not sure if I'm just used to flying that Chinook. That was this one. I don't think there's much difference, to be honest with you. And we're back to the city. How long have I been streaming this? Very easy helicopter to fly. 5 minutes. I'm going to take a short intermission. Come back in VR. All right. So I'm going to go on to world photographer. I'm going to change the category down there at the bottom to man-made. What? There it is. Is there a fauna, nature? Interesting. It's headed here. Oil rigs of the seven seas. I ran this on Xbox earlier. I'll do all of them, but probably one. So I'm probably going to do 9 of them. And I don't know why I'm explaining that, but yeah, one of them I'll be flying something that I don't normally fly. Oh, and there's another one I might not be able to complete because I couldn't find. I don't think the rig is there. I don't know how I'm gonna figure out when that mobile rig is there. All right, give me just a few minutes. I'm gonna pause it. Actually, I'm gonna unpause it because I can leave it parked here. And we're gonna hit the Norwegian troll first. I'll be back. If it'll do anything. It'll probably sit on the house in front of it. All right. Let's get some audio going. Okay, Troll A. This one is while flying close to the water. We're going to use the new helicopter. I flew this earlier on Xbox, like I said, and I used the Black Hawk. But this run, okay, let's change the aircraft. This one here. And yeah, we'll do the black. That's the color I mostly seen when I was in San Diego. Start the flight. Okay. I'm gonna switch into VR. And I'm gonna get in the cockpit. So move back in the seat. This one was just flying near the water. So go down there and get closer. And I'll have to switch into third person. Maybe not. I'm not sure how I switch the camera, the cockpit. I think it will go outside. I think it will work. It kind of looks like it's floating there. It's probably the VR. But it's not real convincing that it's sitting in the water. Troll A. Equinor? It's like Equinor. Okay, I'm gonna want to get the picture over here on the sunny side, so I'm gonna come around, get a little further out so you get the entire rig in the picture because the camera moves really slow. And I can't really, it's hard to zoom out, so I just want to already be far enough out that I can get it all in one frame. Alright, get close, get close. Let's go hover.
got it. Alright, let's do a practice. Since I'm not used to really flying this chopper in VR. Actually, this will be my first VR landing in this. Very good, very good. A little bit off to the right. A little bit back. Seems good though. Came down nice and soft, settled down nice and soft. Objective complete. Next rig. Petronius, that's the one that's... It wants another rig in the frame. It's a mobile rig. I can try it, but when I went there on Xbox, it wasn't there. Like the one in the background, the mobile one. Change aircraft. Do the Chinook again. And start. And straighten it up. I think I'm ready. So requirements on this one. Oh, this was the one with the Petronius platform with Sundowner 1 platform in the frame. Sundowner 1 isn't on Xbox, it wasn't here. There's another rig. What direction was it? I never looked at the compass. There's another rig out there. Yeah, FAB or FAO1. That's the one that's not there, I think. So let's see. Oh, what this? That's not a rig. So we're going southwest. I'll go forward helicopter. Like you are not. And just like on Xbox, I couldn't see them in the daytime. Or I couldn't see that other rig in the daytime. I had to change it to night to see it out there. What's that? Is that something? That rig? It seems close. Maybe that's the one I need in the frame. No. It just seems close for some reason. There should be another one out there. Because this one's not sundown. And I tried to Google it and that freaking name. And it's a neighbor's rig, but they figured that out. But that stupid name brings up a whole bunch of stupid Harley bikers shit. Internet. Where's your neighbor, man? Did they sink? Did they tip over? Let's see. There should be something there. There's nothing. Oh, hello viewers. Thanks for stopping in. In VR we can't see the chat, but I'll monitor now and then. Let's see if anybody's chatting. We don't get any notification in VR too. Anyhow, I'm trying to do these photo ops. And there should be something here. Nothing here. I'm pretty sure it's that mobile freaking drilling platform. They move it around. When I used to sell supplies to neighbors, land drilling rigs, they always had the skid rigs. They drill like 4 or 5, I think it was 4 wells in a row. They just slide the skid, slide the rig, drill another hole in the rig, slide into it. Okay, let's go back to that one, see if... I don't know what to do because there's nothing else out here. Try to take the picture and see if it will work. this is a new helicopter on the marketplace for PlayStation, and they lied. Yeah, again, same as on Xbox. This tablet that's here is supposed to have a bunch of missions and a bunch of information in there, and the tablet doesn't even work. So, but I saw a flash out there, a glimmer. On Xbox, I zoomed out too far. I don't know if I have enough time to zoom it in. Yeah, the camera is off to the side, so scooting along pretty fast. Slow it down very good. There we go. So I don't know if I need to have my helicopter right on top of that, or in which direction to take the picture. Because if I'm taking a picture of the helicopter and the rig, it's towards the sun. I'm going to turn because I think the camera spits me out the door right here. Yeah, I didn't get it. Man, the camera is slow when you're not on foot. At least on PlayStation, the helicopter stopped moving. On there we go. On Xbox, it keeps flying. Maybe that's the angle. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on that one. I messed with it a lot on Xbox, so just move on. Perdido Spar with the helicopter seen from inside the platform. Pretty simple. And I'm gonna switch machines. Go back to the Chinook again. Maybe I'll change the paint job. Wow. Go Army Dan. Start. And let's see, am I straight? That seems pretty straight. Let's go. Slide back in the seat. It looks like it's floating. The text, the screen door effect on the VR is pretty bad. Makes it look like it's just like floating in sky almost. How far away from the flare you're supposed to stay. These big long hoses or whatever they have hanging down. A little low, a little low. Whoa, 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 it's so weird how it does that. It's like all of a sudden, because you have something underneath you, you get a big push up. Okay, well, this was take a picture from inside the rig. Yeah, it's pretty centered, I was kind of far back. Maybe from the crow's nest, huh? Can't get inside the rig. It says inside the platform, whatever the hell that means. The crow's nest is... Oh, that was the crow's nest. come on, that didn't take? Really? That's the one I took on Xbox. So touchy. Am I inside the cage? No. There's no windows to the freaking... There's nowhere you can go where there's windows to see. It'd be a stupid picture if it works. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay. That one's done. I'm disappointed, but so it's done. Olympus platform. One of the largest floating deep sea water platforms in the world, moored south of New Orleans. The installation of the platform required one of the heaviest single lifts in offshore history, with the topside module alone weighing over 24,000 tons. Oh no, I'm not doing this one. This is the fucking F-18. And I'm not flying an F-18. Later I'll fly something, but I'm not flying an F-18. Oh, this is the Kizomba platform, Africa. The Kizomba platform, operated by ExxonMobil, has a storage capacity of 2.2 millions barrels. Millions barrels. One of the largest in the world at the at the time of its construction. It's okay, I can't read it because they can't write it. 2.2 millions barrels. Oh, I switched. Here we go. No chat, no audience. Change the aircraft. We're gonna do the Chinook again. What was the requirements? Helicopter on the helipad? Alright. Oh, this one is freaking... This is the one I wanted to do. This is the one I got all excited about. It's about doing it in VR. I think I'm pretty straight. Ready to fly. Slide back in the seat. landing, huh? Yep, it's a landing. Kidding me? Alright, how did I do? Ooh, almost. Almost. Okay, with the helicopter in the landed photo mode. Got that one. On to the next one. Hibernia. The Hibernia platform is one of the heaviest offshore oil platforms in the world, weighing approximately 600,000 tons, equivalent to 2 very large cruise ships. Requirements. The sun between the two towers. Open. Yeah, okay. Photograph the platform with the sun between the two towers. Let's change the aircraft. I want to fly something different. I don't know what that thing is. Why do they want a cargo, Airbus cargo? Let's do this thing. Anybody watching? Nobody watching? Uh-oh. And I was muted, ready to fly. We're straight. Scoot back in the
Power,
seat.
power!
I'm powered, I'm powered. Alright. There's probably a whole other rig over there. This place is look at all those life rafts. Ooh, lightning. That pad had a wall. There's a pad that has 2 cranes. This pad's nice and open. Fly over the flare. That's not good. That one's challenging too. Definitely not this one. Oh, what the hell? Fucking game. It lagged on me right. I thought I was down, so jeez. Okay. Helicopter on the helipad at night with Avatar out. avatar here, I guess. Go to the weather, change it to nighttime. I actually caught it, I think. That's a little bit. Okay, only a couple more. Nobody's watching. This doesn't happen much anymore. A few months ago, all the time, but okay, this is easy. I'm probably crash now. Crash and burn. Up close with sun in the flame in the frame that the seaplane man landed near. Oh yeah, freaking. Flaps.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
What the? I let go of the stick too fast. Gosh dang it. I can't remember how to work my flaps. That's up, isn't it? Oh. Okay. I need the sun, and yeah.
Gears up for water landing. 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 Gears up for water landing.
No kidding, lady.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Near the platform. I'm not near enough. Okay. That still didn't get it.
Gears up for water landing. 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 Gears up for water landing.
Okay, now we're gonna just come
Gears up
around
for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
and try to get close without hitting
Gears
the.
up for water landing.
'Cause
Gears
it
up for
keeps.
water landing.
Yeah.
Gears up for water landing. 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 Gears up for water landing.
You kidding me?
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
It's starting to irritate me.
Gears up for water landing. 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 Gears up for water landing.
You gotta be kidding me.
Gears up for water landing.
Why?
Gears up for
What is up with. Like, what is up with it?
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water
Serious?
For water landing. Gears up 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 for water landing.
So stupid. Okay, almost done. Nope, I'm done. I'm not doing this one right now. So let's go out here. Let's go see if people are flying around anywhere. Actually, I've been wanting to go to South Africa pretty bad. Chinook. What was I gonna go here looking for? Doesn't matter. Yeah, there's people in LA, like always. YouTube Maka. Alright, let's go see if anything's going on anywhere. But it's not working. Oh, 'cause so where's the lights on this thing? Why am I going up, up, up? That's all the... I don't see any other lights. RPM, searchlight extend. What is going on? What is going on? Okay, I think I'm ready. Taking off. So many seats. That's interesting. Phew, it's getting chilly. Pretty fun, pretty fun. I like it. Whoa. Again, end the stream. I think that's enough. Time for bed. Where did LA go? Where is that other? Yeah. Grab a leaf. Grab a leaf. Utumaka. That's right, where I friggin' was weird. Anyway, peace out. Peace, love.